Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Eric, and we're going to teach you about two tree species commonly found in Pennsylvania.
Hi, it's Eric again, and I'm going to teach you about the sugar maple. Sugar maple's Latin name is Acer saccharum, and is commonly called hard maple or rock maple. It is a deciduous tree, medium to large, and often 80 feet at maturity. It has an opposite leaf arrangement and has leaves with 5 lobes and few serrations. The buds are brown and very pointed, and the twig is a pale brown. The bark on young sugar maple is smooth and gray-brown, and on mature trees becomes furred and plated. Sugar maple can be mistaken for another tree, the red maple. The red maple has 3 lobes primarily and lots of serrations, has a reddish stem and petiole, and a reddish bud.
Sugar maple has a large range in the northern U.S. and Canada, but is restricted to regions with cool, moist climates. Commonly found on rich mesic soils, on slopes and upland sites. Also common in parks and yards. Sugar maple grows best on well-drained, loamy soils with a site index usually of 55 to 65 feet. Sugar maple doesn't grow well on dry, shallow soils. Sugar maple usually grows on soils with a pH from 5.5 to 7.3. Its heavy leaf litter tends to modify the soil pH and nutrients to its advantage. It is found on spotosol, alphasol, and mollisol soil orders. Sugar maple produce pale yellow flowers in the spring, and then in the fall produce its fruit, a double samara with large papery wings that allow it to be dispersed by wind over around 100 meters. Germination of sugar maple requires moist stratification at temperatures slightly above freezing, and seeds rarely remain viable for more than a year. Seedlings are very shade tolerant and can survive long periods of suppression. Sugar maple release an exudant that inhibits growth of yellow birch. Aster and goldenrod exert an allelopathic effect on sugar maple, reducing germination and early growth. Sugar maple is rarely planted due to good regeneration under its own canopy, as we see here. Sugar maple can reproduce by stump sprouts, and root suckering of sugar maple is rare. Sugar maple can also be reproduced by grafting. Sugar maple has a poor fire tolerance and can be easily killed, especially young trees. Sugar maple is a northern hardwood species and commonly associated with American beech, yellow birch, and black cherry. Sugar maple is the main source of maple sugar. The sap is collected in early spring and boiled into syrup. 34 gallons of sap equals 1 gallon of syrup. The wood of sugar maple is also very valuable and is used to make furniture and flooring.
Hi, it's Justin again. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about black birch. It's also called sweet birch. The Latin name of black birch is Betula lenta. The bark is smooth when young and becomes scaly when it gets older. It's very dark gray in color and has horizontal lenticels. The twigs of the black birch are dark gray to brown and glossy. The buds are pointed and divergent, and it has a strong wintergreen smell. The leaves are alternate, simple, ovate, and they have an acute tip. They are 2 to 4 inches in length. Black birch flowers are monoecious and borne in catkins that open in the spring. Seeds fall between September and November and are wind dispersed. It is not known how far the seed can travel. Seedlings are vigorous under low light conditions and cannot handle full sun. Coppice sprouting is rare and only happens from small stumps. The growth rate of black birch is fast at first, then slows as the tree becomes more mature. The height of a 20-year-old tree can be up to 46 feet, and the height at maturity is 66 feet. The lifespan of black birch is about 100 years old. There's no known allelopathy associated with this species. Black birch likes disturbed and abandoned sites, and site preferences in its native growing range are temperatures between 25 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit and rainfall between 45 and 100 inches per year. And it likes elevations of 2,000 to 4,500 feet. Some soil types it prefers are spodosols, inceptisols, and altsols with pHs between 4.6 and 6.0. This species grows best on moist, well-drained soil, but it's also found in rocky and shallow soil. Black birch is usually found from mid-slope to upper slopes, but it can be found in other areas. Its intermediate in drought tolerance and fire tolerance is poor because this species is easily killed by fire due to the thin bark. Now I'd like to talk a little about the rooting habit of this species. There's little effort put into the rooting system until the tree is established into the upper canopy. Some associated species with black birch are yellow poplar, basswood, white ash, sugar maple, red maple, northern red oak, chestnut oak, black cherry, and American beech. Some uses of black birch is that it's mostly cut for pulpwood to make paper, but larger trees are cut for lumber, and they are harvested and dried to make furniture and cabinets. The sap is also harvested to make birch beer. I hope you learned a little bit about the two species we talked about today, black birch and sugar maple.
Thanks for watching.